Hello, my fellow nerds, and welcome to the Nerd Empire. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today, and I hope you all will enjoy today's reaction video. With that being said, let's get right into it, shall we?
Alright. This one is by vtuber. And it is, they want to take out Asmongold. Let's just see what this is about, shall we?
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So we all know it's been a very turbulent week on social media. In a time where people were hoping for peace, well, we've seen a lot of divisiveness and more calls to violence. In wake of the Charlie Kirk assassination, it appears that Redditors are now calling for more acts of violence, including those targeting Asmongold. Now, before we get into that, I want to report on something I talked about 2 weeks ago, where myself and many other YouTubers claimed that our view count around the second week of August dropped by nearly 50%, but in my case, I saw an increase in ad revenue, which makes absolutely no sense. And now, YouTube has come out with an official statement on the matter, saying that those views that were not counted were because users were using an ad blocker. Which again, based on my own experience, makes no sense whatsoever. And in wake of this, I'll just tell you, I do not judge you for using an ad blocker. If you want to support the channel, watch my videos, like, comment, or subscribe, and if you're feeling real frisky, give a super thanks. I will heart your comment. That is a very rare currency, but that is really what's going on. I just want to give a quick update on that because I find all of this very confusing. But let's move on to Reddit. And if you've been paying attention to my channel or the platform itself, Reddit has become a cesspool that is fostering so many calls to political violence, and it's very disturbing to see. And we've seen people targeting Asmongold for very, very long. Here's just a recent example. One of the biggest gaming...
Okay, obviously his dad getting cancer is bad, but also finally he's gone from the internet for a while. That's just... I don't understand how people can be this fucking evil. Have some sympathy for the fucking guy. He just lost his father, and during this time he was taking time away to take care of his father. It's just, what the hell?
Related subreddits saying, okay, obviously his dad getting cancer is bad, but also finally he is gone from the internet for a while. 12,000 updates referring to Asmongold taking a brief hiatus from the internet because he's treating his dad who has cancer. This is the type of stuff that is being fostered over on Reddit. This is not some small offset anonymous messaging board. This is Reddit, and it's disturbing. But anyways, in wake of the Charlie Kirk assassination, a lot of people are looking at many platforms, including Reddit, for fostering this sort of advocation and tolerance for people wanting political violence. And we've seen...
I've seen so many fucking videos, so many fucking TikToks, so many comments, so many posts about people celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk. What has to be wrong with you in your fucking head that you have to be such a low piece of shit human being to celebrate the death of another man, to celebrate the assassination of another man, and one who got assassinated in front of his fucking kids and wife? He got assassinated just for having an opinion, just for expressing his First Amendment rights. All he did was go to campuses and other places and have civil debates with people. He let people have the opportunity to go up and debate him. Whether you like the guy or not, that there in no way, shape, or form of what he was doing called for his execution. He didn't do anything that warranted somebody assassinating him. And for people to go posting a video or a post or commenting saying he got what he deserved, or, you know, just celebrating what happened to him, you are such a disgrace to fucking humanity. And the people who are posting videos complaining about, oh, I lost my job. Yeah, I have no sympathy for you people. For the shit that you're getting, for you getting fired, for you losing friends, for you losing your job, for you losing views or followers or whatever the fuck else you're losing because of the shit you just pulled celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I feel no fucking sympathy for you whatsoever fucking ever. Because you what is happening to you, you have nobody to blame but yourself.
Scene in reaction to what happened. Many people on Reddit not only celebrating, but moderators saying, we might have had a slight warning from the admins. No calling or glorifying violence. That said, posting crabs is not violent. In reference to people celebrating his assassination. And now we have this. The very expected next step of what's been fostered over on that platform.
I don't get what's going through these people's heads. Like that, they seem to think that the only solution to silencing somebody or to beating them to, you know, just to anything, because they don't like how they feel, they don't like what they think, they don't like their opinions, they don't like them saying statistical facts, they don't like any of this stuff. They seem to think that their only solution to stopping all that is to fucking kill the person, or just beating the ever-loving shit out of them to silence them. Violence does not solve a fucking thing. You want to beat somebody at their own game? Try and come back at them through a debate with facts that will, you know, prove them wrong. You just shouting them down or bringing any sort of violence upon them because you don't like what they're saying shows how low of a human being you are. It shows how unintelligent and ignorant you are.
People saying do him next with a winky face and a picture of Asmongold. Now understand, this has a update status of nearly 1,000 likes in the first 30 minutes. I assume this post is down, but this is a screenshot. It's really that simple, ladies and gentlemen. They want anyone who even remotely thinks differently than them to be attacked.
We used to live in a time where people would have a civil debate with somebody that they disagreed with. We used to live in a time where people were actually civil. Now I live in a time where the only answer people have is to bring physical violence onto them. What the fuck happened to society? have people become so ignorant, so unintelligent, so emotionally unintelligent that the only answer they can see is violence.
It's really disturbing stuff. And on Twitter, you have this post quoting someone sharing the post we just saw, saying, Reddit bans you if you say men are not women, but allows you to call for assassinating any moderately right-wing person. And I will say this about Asmongold. I believe he is like the ultimate centrist. So the fact that Reddit feels so strongly about him and thinks he's like some far-right personality is really telling on them. But in a very interesting turn of events and something we've talked about the last couple of days, Elon Musk would respond to that post saying, this is messed up, with 212,000 likes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're nervous, there are normal people out there who see this stuff and say, this is disturbing.
If you don't believe demons exist, take a look through Reddit for 5 minutes. You'll see the countless posts celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder and calling to murder anyone who isn't a woke ideologue. Pure, unadulterated evil. It is a sad world that we live in. It is a very sad world.
And as you can see from this reply, it says, if you don't believe demons exist, take a look through Reddit for 5 minutes. You'll see countless posts celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder and calling to murder anyone who isn't woke ideologue. Pure, unadulterated evil. And that is the case with Reddit. Here's some other posts I want to share. So this one says, sorry, another political post. Hey guys, another political post in wake of quote unquote some events in the US this week. I just want to let you all know I'm totally over it, and if I see any MAGA sympathizing in the reports, I'm just banning you at this point. This is just me as a mod. I'm not speaking for others. I don't want you here. Most rational people don't want you here. I'm tired of you invading our spaces to bitch and moan. Thanks. Also, if you report this post, you're also getting banned if I can figure out who you are. This is a moderator on their platform saying, if you have different political beliefs than me, I will ban you no matter what. And I'll ban you if you try to report this post. Here's another one saying, the right killed Charlie so they can usher in Christian nationalism.
The right didn't kill Charlie Kirk. It didn't. It's factually true. The right did not kill Charlie Kirk.
And eventually start a genocide for Christ to rid the world of evil. They claim to be the good ones. This rhetoric is all over. They're openly saying it. And this person makes a great point in the response, saying, conservatives, okay, we're going to hold you accountable to your own standard. Leftists, oh no, they're going to usher in fascism. Interesting. Interesting how...
So holding somebody accountable for the shit they say and do is considered fascism. How is it fascist to hold somebody responsible and accountable for their own actions and for the shit that they say? How is that fascist? Like, can somebody logically, and I mean logically, explain to me how that's fascist?
Holding someone to their own standards on Reddit is ushering in a new age of fascism. Very interesting. Here's one more saying the fact that people are getting fired for not praising Charlie Kirk after his death is really scary.
They're not getting fired because they're not praising Charlie Kirk after his death. They're getting fired because they're celebrating Charlie Kirk getting assassinated. All the people who posted videos celebrating Charlie Kirk's, or just saying it was good that he got killed are getting fired for saying those exact things and showing that they were celebrating the man's death. The jobs that see those videos or are getting shown those videos are going to that employee of theirs telling them, hey, we can't have this. You're fired. So they're not getting fired for not praising Charlie Kirk after his death. They're getting fired because they are celebrating his death.
Interesting. No one's being fired because they're not praising Charlie Kirk. They're being fired because they're celebrating his death and advocating for further acts of political violence. It's that simple. And
more reason to delete all your social accounts. These platforms have provided a soapbox for these fascists. They'll only stop if it impacts their bottom line. God, he's so fucking stupid.
these people are trying to add these smoke screens and these misdirections, acting like people are simply being fired for not praising him after his murder. And I guess some people are becoming self-aware, as reported here. This caption, sane Redditors viewing the popular post today saying, "Are we the baddies?" Yeah, this has been the case for a long time. Reddit is one of the most insane platforms on this earth. The amount of radicalization and calls to violence on Reddit will blow your mind. It used to be kind of like a goofy platform where, like, you know, you would think like some nerd would be.
Reddit used to be a platform where people would post memes and shit and, you know, ask questions for genuine things. Now it's become a place for the mentally ill and mentally disturbed that makes Twitter look like, you know, a walk through a flower field.
From it, no. It's now hosting a bunch of radicalized nut jobs because that's what the moderation team and the leaders at Reddit are tolerating and promoting. Now, to give you some hope.
Oh God, I remember the I've seen this. Chris Pratt was basically saying that he hopes that Charlie Kirk's family is going to be okay. You know, that's something like that, and he was getting absolutely fucking flamed by these people for him saying that. He was just wishing Kirk's family well and, you know, stuff after the wake of what happened to him, and he's getting fucking flamed for it.
And also a counter perspective on all of this. Let's turn to Chris Pratt, the actor. This is someone who I genuinely believe is a hope for all of us. In a world, in Hollywood, in the entertainment industry that is filled with so much corruption and just downright degeneracy, this man is standing tall and he's being persecuted because of it. He made this response to the Charlie Kirk assassination, saying, "Praying for Charlie Kirk right now, for his wife and young children, for our country. We need God's grace. God, help us." And he was canceled for this.
Chris Pratt wasn't canceled. They were trying to cancel him, but they couldn't. They couldn't. Like I said, he was just praying for Charlie Kirk and wishing his family well. And these insane psychopathic morons are trying to burn him at the cross for it? What the fuck is wrong with these people?
He was canceled and mocked for this post. In fact, the top reply is this: "Praying for you to get effing fired from Marvel." 63,000 likes. And you know what this man did? He responded with this: giving prayers. And I don't care if you're religious or not. Let's just listen to what Chris Pratt has to say and just take it in and try to absorb the message he is trying to say.
Hey guys, just stop real quick and pray with me. Lord, you say, "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. In this moment, Please, Lord, calm my restless mind. Quiet my anxious heart. Help me set aside distractions and choose what gives life and gives peace. Isaiah 26:3, you keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you. Lord, fill me with strength to turn my attention toward you, that I find rest and joy in your presence. Amen. Okay, now you can continue strolling, or you can turn your phone off and go outside. Might I suggest the latter? Go get some sunshine, go look at a tree, touch some grass, call a friend. If you've got time to be on your phone right now, you've got time to do your to-do list, and you've got time to reach out to somebody in need and share this prayer with them. Amen.
Again, if you're religious or not, I think what he's saying is something we can all absorb and take some value from. And overall, this has been a very tough week. I won't lie to you. And speaking for myself, I've talked about something tangible to the Charlie Kirk assassination for basically the last 6 or 7 videos. And at first, I lost a couple hundred subscribers when I first reacted. I know it was an emotional video. It was very short the day it happened. And that's okay. I'm not shaming someone for moving on. It's okay. If you're surprised by my reaction to what happened, I don't think I was the best fit for you. But over the past couple of days, the amount of support I received it's flabbergasting. And it's meant a lot to me. Okay? I read comments, right? I typically, I guess, have the sin of looking at the top comments, right? I look at the video and I see what's the kind of pulse on this video, and I look at the top comments. But recently, YouTube has changed the community tab on your homepage, where if I look to comments, instead of initially listing the most recent ones, it just randomizes it, right? And it gives you kind of like a sense of the 0 liked comments instead of the most liked ones or the most recent ones, which is different. And I've been paying so much attention to that, and it's been so helpful to me. So many people who just discovered my channel and are confused by my avatar. Sorry. But you know what? They appreciate what I'm doing, and I appreciate the kind words. That's all I can say. It's been an unbelievable amount of support, and you've helped me rebound from a very tough time, and I appreciate you guys. And I'm not going to get too much on my soapbox here, but it has been very important to me to see all your words. I've been reading comments more than ever, and it's been great. That's all I can say. And like I said, I'll get off the soapbox for now, but I appreciate you guys, and that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah. I think humanity kind of needs a hard reset.
Well, that is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give a like and subscribe. I post videos 3 to 5 days a week here. I also post videos over on my other channel for gaming as well. So please make sure to give that a look-see. See if you enjoy that as well. I also stream anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week as well. Links to all my social medias will be on my YouTube page. And with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.